Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Horror Master. And today, look at me, I got my baby, and I am Freddy Krueger, and I got my claw. And look at him, look at the hugging man, look at this. What ring is he doing? I don't know, but he looks like he's sitting on the couch again. How many times have I told you guys? 1,000 times. I told you not to come to me every time I do. Oh, hey everyone, and welcome back to the Horror Master. Today I'm doing this shit. Yeah. So how about if you guys get the fuck out of here? What? Hey, don't act like that. Dude, I'm getting sick of you guys constantly getting in my ears, man. I mean, can you guys just give me a break already? But we helped you killing Jason yesterday. Yeah, so? That doesn't count. It was just a movie recorded, okay? We just recorded that movie. It wasn't real. Oh, I see. So, it was fake, right? I thought you were supposed to be smart, Bowser. I am smart, idiot. And Bowser Jr., I know you got your bib on again with the teeth, but still, Yoshi, you're always obnoxious, and Freddy Krueger, you're an asshole. Whoa! Damn, Horror Master, why are you in a cranky mood? If you don't say sorry, then I'll slice you with my claw. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. But if you do it again, no chances next time. Okay. I am sorry. I got a little carried away. Okay. Well, anyways, can I join you? No. Okay, Sam, let's go. Yeah. Can I join? No Nightmare on Elm Street movie this year. And can I join? Is your best buddy? What? I'm not your best buddy. You know, my best friend is Koopa Paratroopa on this channel. My real friend, I don't want to tell you. Why? Because I told you already. Don't worry about it. I already told you this before, Yoshi. But seriously, come on. Yes, you can join. You're gone. Just put it away. You can join. That was good. Well, hey everyone, and welcome back to the Horror Master. Today, I will be reviewing every single movie I seen in 2022. Now, I haven't seen all the movies, but I seen a lot of them. I spent hundreds of hours watching all the movies in 2022 that I'd heard of, and I will be ranking every month at the end of the video. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. First off, we have January. So the movie I watched on January, I only watched one, and that was Scream 5, aka Scream 2022. Man, what a piece of shit it was. I thought it was even worse than Scream 3. And that movie was garbage too. But Scream 5 was just putting me to sleep. Like, I watched it at the movie theaters and it got so boring that I was doing jumping jacks the entire time. And it just was putting me to sleep. I couldn't even stay up. And then I watched it again at home and it was still boring. I tried to give this movie a chance because I am a huge fan of Scream after all, but I just could not like this movie. Now, don't get me wrong, Scream 6 has a great chance of being a great Scream movie. Take a place in New York and shit. I like the how they're mixing it up a little. Unlike Scream 5, it was just like basically a reboot of the first movie. You know, you got that classic intro and stuff. It's just now they're of course online. So no, the phone's like, hey, I can lock your doors and shit. to a bad start already. On like this year, where we had the first movie that I think the first movie that came out this year was Megan. That was a way better movie than Scream 5. Sure, it's not the best movie in the world, and well, I mean like Chucky, but I still thought it was really good. And Scream 5 was just boring. Definitely the worst Scream movie so far, and definitely felt wrong without Wes Craven. But like I said, Scream 6 still has the opportunity of being a great movie. They're finally doing something different to the Scream franchise, and I hope they do improve the kills. And yeah, they did it in Scream 5. I mean, sure, it has a little more gore this time, but all the kills are still like stab kills. Ugh. Let's move on. So for February, I watched. Pinocchio, a true story. Oh my god. Why were there 3 Pinocchio movies this year? I know a lot of people said this, but what was the obsession with Pinocchio this year? We got this Pinocchio, then we got the remake, and then we got the stop motion one. And I'll get to those two later, but right now we're gonna be talking about the worst of the worst this year. Pinocchio, a true story. It's one of those other shitty CGI ripoffs like the Little Panda Fighter and A Car's Wife. But this time, the animation isn't slightly as bad. But still, the animation sucks, and it has a bunch of bad lines. Like, here's fifth line from the trailer. Like, there was nearly no effort put into this.
Father, when can I leave to be on my own? I've got the whole world to see.
You are too... And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Damn, whoever made that lineup is really a psychopath. I mean, the voice doesn't even sound like Pinocchio. It sounds like I'm not sure. Me! Not exactly, but something close to like, I don't know. But yeah, the movie was the biggest piece of dog shit of the year, and I do not want to see it again. And it's, of course, is free on Tubi, because Tubi likes to add shit stuff for kids to check. Yeah, I mean, got all the bunch of ripoffs. Of course, they're gonna add it for kids. They want to see kids watch bad movies instead of like. I don't know, some Disney movies. I get it, they don't have the rights, but at least add, like, I'm not sure, some, like, I have no clue. Of course, it's also on Pluto TV Plex because free app sucks, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let's move on. So, for March, I watched a couple movies, and they are... Wait, Horror Master, you forgot one movie from February. Oh, yeah, what was it? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me, Yoshi. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I thought it wasn't that good, to be honest. It was okay, I guess. I thought the second half was really good with like the blood scene and shit. But the first half, though, I did not like the first half at all. It's just the Max, the whole, like, granny thing and shit. It was terrible. But the second half saves it. It was super intense. But I'm not sure how this girl from the original, I like that. But how could she just not die from getting stabbed with a chainsaw, lifted in the air, and thrown across the, entire road and landed in a bunch of garbage? How is she still alive from that? And I have no clue at all.
seatbelt on?
Yeah, what? How is she alive from getting lifted by a chainsaw and thrown across the room? I don't know. But this movie was just okay. One of the better Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. Yeah, don't get me wrong, the series is fine and all, but basically every movie sucks besides the first two, the beginning, and this one was alright, I guess, so let's move on. For March, if I can remember, I only watched one movie. Now it's Turning Red. Yep, I'm talking about the very first Disney movie and Pixar movie on this channel. And I still think this movie is pretty good. So this is about this like girl who gets turned into a red panda and shit, and I think this movie's underrated. I'm not sure how this movie gets hate. I mean, I guess a different Pixar movie, and it's, Pixar's focus on, making like kid movies like Toy Story and like Monsters Inc. and like Cars and shit like that. But I like the more like mature thing on Turning Red, and some of the moments were cracking me up. Like when she has a crush on this man, it's just hilarious. And also, holy shit, Godzilla! Like, bro, she's like as tall as Godzilla. Now this would be an incredible match. Even though Godzilla would probably whoop the shit out of her because Godzilla's got like fire breath and shit. Whoops. Anyway, yeah, I thought it was a good movie, not the best Pixar movie by any means. I mean, like Toy Story, Monsters Inc., and like like Up and movies like that are better, but since I've seen every single Pixar movie now, I think I would rank this movie like number like maybe like 12 or something. Okay, now we're on to April. So, I watched one movie in April, and I have not seen The Bad Guys. I know. Before you unsubscribe, I have not seen The Bad Guys. Because I haven't got the chance to yet. Don't worry, I'll eventually watch it, but I haven't seen it yet. But I did see Sonic 2. Now, I haven't talked about the original Sonic movie. But if you didn't know, at first I thought Sonic movie was great, but when I watched Sonic 2, though, I was like, this movie's so underwhelming, man, compared to Sonic 2. No, it's still like the first one and all, but Sonic 2 blowed it away. You got Tails and Knuckles, and you still got the cool old Jim Carrey from Home Alone 2, and Pennywise, controlling a cool Godzilla-sized robot. Holy shit!
How are we supposed to beat this thing?
We need a plan. Knuckles, use your strength to jump off the plane. Wow. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Step 1, light taunting. Step 2, I have no idea.
Sonic!
Nice action figure, Eggman. Does it do anything or just stand there looking ugly?
Plus, I'm a huge Sonic fan, so it's a plus in my book. So, yep. Let's move on to May. So, for May, I haven't seen any movies from May. Because nothing good just didn't come out in May. I mean, is May always a boring month besides the weather? I'm not sure, but let's just move on to June. So, for June, I watched a couple movies. I actually watched two. Now it's Jurassic Park and Lightyear. I think that's when Jurassic Park came out, right? Take me a second to look it up. Yep, I was right. It did come out June 2022, so let's talk about that first. So, this movie was so disappointing. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I like Jurassic Park and all. The original is great, but the sequels ain't nothing special. But I was definitely looking forward to the new Jurassic Park, and man, was it boring. For a Jurassic Park movie, it should not be this boring. I would complain that it was almost as boring as Scream 5. But a little more action-packed. I just thought the movie was boring. Nothing really happened. It's the same old shit we seen. Shoot Jurassic Park and shit. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we get it. I mean, why am I even calling it Jurassic Park? Jurassic World. But I like calling it Jurassic Park. They don't even call it Jurassic Park anymore. They just call it Jurassic World now. What a change this series has become. None of the movies are all that great anymore. I don't even remember most of it because of how boring and forgettable it was. Yeah, I did not like it very much. Let's move on. So, second movie. This movie's even more underwhelming, and that is Lightyear. No, not this movie. Not this movie. I don't like it at all. I hate it. Good thing I didn't go and see it in the movies, but because this movie was garbage. For starters, this movie is boring as shit. For a Pixar movie, this really should not be boring. Second off, it doesn't even feel like a Toy Story movie. I'm not even sure if it counts as a Toy Story movie. Now, I did hear a plot twist where Andy wanted Buzz Lightyear because that's the movie he's seen, but my gosh, I guess that was the only person who ever liked this movie. I never heard someone say, oh wow, this movie's a masterpiece, I want to see it 1 gazillion times. Welp, yeah, I don't like it very much. Yeah. The only slightly good part is the kitty cat, and he or she, I'm not sure, it's just robot. This robot cat was hilarious. I'll give it that. But cat did sum it up this movie. It did put the movie up just a little bit, but the cat did not save the movie, really.
I can do it.
Sensors indicate you had a nightmare. Would you like to talk about it?
Negative.
Okay, but remember, my mission is to help you, and I'm not giving up on my mission.
Yeah? Yeah. You know what, Socks? I'm not giving up on my mission either.
Great!
Also, what the hell is he eating? Is that like raw version of a steak? Okay, I'm good. Definitely one of the worst Pixar movies. Yeah, June was definitely not a great month for movies, and that's too bad because that's where my birthday's at. Great job, June. Just great job. Oh yeah, for March, I haven't not watched the Batman. I know. People are gonna get angry. I was just starting to watch the Batman movies a while ago, so I'll watch it eventually. I will let you know how it is in the future. On like a short or something. So yeah. But getting back to June, let's move on to July. For July, I only watched 2 movies: Minions 2: The Rise of Gru and Nope. Not today. Just I'm joking. It's just called Nope. So let's start off with Minions 2: Rise of Gru, and I thought this movie was actually pretty good. It was definitely better than the original. It's definitely better than the original. The original was shit, but the sequel was actually pretty good. It tells the story of Gru and the minions they as obnoxious, and I like the whole karate chop scene. Karate chop pow! Yoshi, what? Did you realize I do not like being chopped in the head, bitch? Sorry. Sorry. Okay, get back to talk about Minions or whatever it's called. So yes, I thought this movie was good. I like the whole karate chop scene. Just cry yourself in head. Shut up, Yoshi.
No attack!
I mean, don't get me wrong. The line scene in that movie in Red Crew wasn't as funny as that one scene in the first movie.
Drink the moon. I grab the moon. I sit on the toilet. What?
But it was still pretty funny. So overall, I thought it was a decent movie. But nope. No, I know a lot of people are gonna get angry at this, but I absolutely dislike this movie to shit. I know. A lot of people like this movie, and I don't get why. I heard people say, "Oh, it's scary. I don't like it. It scared the women shit out of me, and I want it." Why? But you have to be kidding me. This movie is not scary at all. It's like about these horses and these UFOs going after these people, blah, blah, blah. I don't like it, and I have nothing else to say. And let's move on. So for August, I only watched one movie, and that was Fall. And I thought Fall was actually a great movie. It's got about these two girls that climb up this tower, and they get stuck up there, and there's these group of kids that leave, and group of these bitches, they leave, and now they're stuck in the tower. One of the girls died, but they survive. One of the girls survived, and it's about the entire movie, and I thought it was great, and it definitely had some terrifying moments per se.
Bruh.
So I know most people say it was okay, but I thought it was great. So let's move on. So for September, here comes another Pinocchio movie, and that is the Disney remake version of Pinocchio. And the remake definitely sucked. It's just like the same thing as the original, but they censor some stuff and added new scenes. They really censored it. I mean, the original was like rated G, and this version's rated PG, and they censor some stuff like it's a kiddie version of the original. In the original, in the carnival scene, they would give kids cigarettes to smoke and beer, and alcohol. But you know what they do in the new one? They instead give kids candy and root beer, which is very normal for kids. Okay, maybe not root beer. I mean, I don't know much about root beer, so but I definitely don't want to try it. But I heard it's kind of like the same thing as soda and shit. But I don't want to drink it because I'm very careful with my drinks. But candy? What? Candy? Any kid eats candy like Kit Kats and Hershey's and Reese's and Skittles. What the hell is going on here? And finally, in the Deer Transformation scene, there's this kid who's smoking cigars, and he says, and Pinocchio says, "What do you look like?" "Yeah, what do you look like?" "What do you look like?" And the kid says, "What? I look like a jackass." But they centered ass in there, and kids like Marvel movies, but they say ass all the time. What the hell, man?
Whoa, crack. Lampy, you might want to check.
What do I look like to you? A jackass?
Dude, that line was so iconic in the courses they censor. I mean, jackass ain't even a curse word, so okay. But also the characters look terrible. I mean, look at all of them. You can really tell they tried to make the design as rich and possible. I mean, imagine there's a kid watching this movie these days, seeing this creepy ass fox, and they would probably scream to death. This movie's trash. Let's move on. Another movie I seen this year, This movie's so forgettable. It's so forgettable that I completely forgot about it at first, and that's Hocus Pocus 2. I mean, the original, I'm not the biggest Hocus Pocus fan. I know. The original was cool, I guess. I would give it like a 7 out of 10, baby. I thought it was cool. Not my type of story, but hey, it was good. The sequel was just mid. I mean, sure, it had funny moments like the store scene, like where they drank like like some like weird like stuff. Like I have no clue, but it was just a mid movie, I guess. The lightning effects they ain't as realistic. Yeah, they're more goofy than terrifying. So yeah, I laughed a few times, and for some reason when I first watched this movie, I actually liked it better than the original, which I have no clue why. I don't know why, but it's just I was just a dummy back then. But yeah, this movie was just mid, I guess. Not much happened, and yeah. Oh, for October, let's see what I watched in October. So in October, I watched 3 movies. I have not seen Black Adam, which I will check out at this point at some point. But I heard the movie wasn't all that great. But I did watch 3 movies. I watched Hellraiser remake exclusive to Hulu, Terrifier 2, and Halloween Ends. Let's start off with Terrifier 2, and I still think this movie is great. It still got very funny moments. The kills are great. I showed you the clips many times, and I really don't need to again. The kills are great. I can't show kills. If I was able to, I would, but I can't. But I did talk about this movie many times, so if you wanna hear me talk a bit more about it, check out my Terrifier 2 review, top 10 best horror sequels, and top 50 best horror movies. Remake, not the original, because it didn't exist yet for the original. But yeah, just watch those. Yeah, and plus many people talked about it, so yeah. But now Halloween Ends. This movie was the most disappointing movie of the year. Definitely, huh? It was definitely one of the worst, if not like the worst horror movie I've seen this year. No, we'll get to that horror movie later. And you guys probably know what it is, but I'm not sure. But yeah, this movie wasn't all that great. For starters, I did not like the concept of this movie at all. For starters, why is there two Michael Myers? There's this guy, it's like a Scooby-Doo ending, kind of, like, it's trying to be a mix between, like, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, and Friday the 13th Part 5, and Wes Craven's New Nightmare all combined together, and yeah, this movie, and I don't like the concept. This guy's a piece of shit, and yeah, this guy sucks. He kills this kid at the end, at the beginning, gets bullied, and then becomes a killer. The kills weren't great either. There was Barry, and gore.
Jeremy!
Of grief, of blame, of paranoia, passing on to people who never even crossed his path.
No!
dude, this is the kills we get in the end of the new trilogy of Halloween. What were they thinking? Yeah, this movie sucks, and yeah, there's nothing else to say. Also, the fight is super underwhelming. Now, yeah, I know people are gonna say, but how about the reference to the Bob kill? Well, we'll never be as good as the original, duh. Okay, let's move on. So, next up, we have Hellraiser 2022, only exclusive to Hulu. Now, if you guys didn't know, I was kind of looking forward to this movie. I didn't have Hulu back then, but now I just recently got it finally. I paid the ultimate price, and yep, I got Hulu, and I was able to watch it. No Showtime subscription, good. And turns out the movie was shit. Now, instead of, always, every Hellraiser movie sucks besides the original. I know back then I said the sequel was alright, part 2. But now I think this movie is garbage. That movie was terrible. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did you mean 11, Yoshi? Yes, I can't say that one right. 11. Good job. 11. Good. 11. Okay. So, instead of Hellraiser being a boy or a man, guess what? He's a girl. I can't like the original, story. He was a girl, but man, look how terrible he looks. So yeah, overall, this movie was garbage. So for November, I watched one movie, and it's another Disney movie, and that is Strange World. Oh, why did this movie need to exist? And this movie is so boring. It's just so standard. Don't get me wrong, the Strange World setting is kind of cool, and the movie definitely looks gorgeous. One of the best looking Disney movies, but man, it was just boring. It was like Scream 5 and like Halloween Ends, where I was just falling asleep. I was doing jumping jacks and blah. This movie sucked, and I did not like it. And yeah, there's not much else to say about this movie. I mean, check it out for your own. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad movie per se. It's just boring, so I can't say it's kind of bad. I guess boring is more bad, and yeah, yeah. Let's just move on. I don't really have much else to say about this movie. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, look at this animation. It's so gorgeous. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can clearly tell there's effort into it. It's just boring. If Disney made this movie a little action pack, a little more action pack, it would have been okay. But yeah, that's all the Disney and Pixar movies this year. It was meh. Hopefully they do a better job this year. So now let's move on to December. So for December, what I can think of, I remember watching 3 movies, and that is The Mean One, Violent Night, and Pinocchio. Another Pinocchio movie, and we're going to talk about that one for last. Let's start off with The Mean One. Oh shit, that movie sucked. Why? This was the first horror movie to include a kids character from the Grinch series, but this movie was just terrible. I mean, look at the face. It doesn't even look like a face. It looks like a mask. Bruh.
Oh shit, not good.
And let me tell you right now, it doesn't just look like a mask. It looks like a cat because there's these whiskers on him. Ew, that's gross. That face looks so bad. When I went to the movie theaters to see this, there was these group of girls. There was like 10 of them. They went up and see the movie, and one of them was like, "Oh, this is cute Max," and I was like, "Well, it's not a Max." Yeah, I was whispering, I wasn't shouting out, but I was like, yeah, it's not a Max because it's a face, but it totally does look like a Max, and yeah, that's how bad it looked. Exactly. Everyone follows a Max at first. Oh, even I followed a Max at first when I seen the trailer to this movie. And it is one of those movies where you can't see it on anywhere. If you didn't see it in the movies in time, then you can't watch it. You gotta wait for it to get on the app. And if I see it, I do not want to see it again. It's definitely probably the worst movie I ever seen this year, besides the Pinocchio movie on February. Yeah, but this is the second worst movie I seen. I mean, look at the blood. I'm not even sure if it's a clip on YouTube, but just look at the blood. It's terrible.
Oh
Bruh, this movie is trash. Let's move on. So, next up is Violent Night, and I thought this movie was pretty good. It's got some cool action scenes, and I like it. And there's not really nothing else to say. I mean, I do like the Home Alone strips. They're very cool in this movie. They're a lot more violent than the actual movie. Just as violent, except it's more realistic, because in Home Alone 1 and 2, it was rated PG-13, so they couldn't show any blood and stuff. But in Violent Night, they did show blood, and it's a lot more realistic, as the traps actually killed him on my Home Alone. Even though the traps probably ain't as good as in Home Alone, it's still a great movie, and it's still a great movie, and I definitely would like it to add it to my Christmas list Christmas movies to watch this year. So yeah. Also, so yeah, cool movies like an 8 out of 10, baby. Let's move on. The final movie I'm going to talk about is Pinocchio, 2022 on December, only exclusive to Netflix, and it was alright. It was like it's definitely the best Pinocchio movie of the year. Was I call it great? No, but I like how it goes further into the Pinocchio's backstory, and yeah. I've just thought this movie was decent, and I thought the movie was good. And that's it. Yes, this is the end of the video. Now it's time to rank the mums, and there's 11 of them. And I didn't see any movies in May, so I'm just gonna do all of them except for May. So let's do it. Number 11 is February, obviously, because Pinocchio, A True Story, it's a trash movie, and let's move on. So, number 10 is June. Now, you might be surprised that January is next, but even then, I can't compare to some of June's worst of the worst movies. I mean, White Deer, Jurassic World, Diamond Man, whatever it's called, those movies are garbage. It's just two bad movies are worse than one boring-ass movie. And, yeah, I just didn't like it very much. Yeah, it just sucked. Let's move on. Number 9 is July because of Nope. Let's move on. Number 8 is January. January, Scream 5 sucked. Let's move on. And yeah. Number 7 is the Pinocchio remake of September. Yeah, Hocus Pocus 2 and Pinocchio remake was trash. Yeah. Let's move on. Number 6, you might be surprised, but it's October, and Terror 2 is a great movie, but Halloween Ends and Hellraiser ruins everything. So yeah, let's move on. Number 5 is November. I would rather have one bad movie than 2 garbage movies, so I guess that's why I rank it above October. It really wasn't that great, though. It kind of felt like the sequel to October, kind of. So yeah, let's move on. Number 3 is December. Now, yes, the mean one sucks, but Pinocchio is pretty good, and Silent Night was pretty good too. Let's move on. So number 2 is Fall. Great, it's a great movie, and yeah. So August was good. And number 1 is Sonic 2. It's April. And I thought it was a great movie because of Sonic 2. And that's it for my ranking of the month. So yeah, 2022 has been an insane year for movies of every category: action, Disney, Pixar, horror, all of that. It's been an insane year for movies, and yeah. And I will also make sure in 2024 I'll review every movie and I watched in 2023. And there's some great reviews coming up. I'm gonna be reviewing Nightmare on Elm Street 4, making all those good stuff. So, anyways, I'm the Horror Master. Now, see you next. You did not say make sure to like, subscribe, ring bell, and click the notification button because there's more awesome videos coming. Anyways, but so yeah, you got to say the same thing. Oh, he's done with his video. Yes, he's done. Yes, he's done. Look at him. Hey, Master, you can get up now. Oh, he's done with his video. Oh, he's done with his video. Yeah. Bro. Oh, yeah. What? There! Now they can finally leave me alone. Great! Some peace and quiet. Hey, Horror Master, you want to go to Busch Gardens Tampa with us?